Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing an introductory video. So I'm going to just introduce myself and then I'm going to actually tell you what I'm all about and things like so because I do not want to engage with the wrong audience. So let's get started and subscribe if you enjoy and want to see more. Okay, so hi, my name is Ria and I'm 14 years old. I'm from the UK. Well, I'm Romanian, but I live in the UK, so therefore I speak English. My native language is Romanian, and honestly, I love Adopt Me so much. Like, I've played this game ever since I was about 7 years old, maybe, and to be honest, it's been my obsession ever since. However, I've never thought of actually starting a channel with it simply because I thought that people would find it extremely boring, and I did not want to be a boring influencer. So, therefore, I decided not to actually start a YouTube channel. However, today is the day that I actually do start a YouTube channel, so hopefully it will go really well. So my content is mostly about growing inventory. It's not necessarily getting rich and getting really good pets because to be honest, I've never been able to get better than a Arctic reindeer or an evil unicorn, but then I obviously downgraded from that. So I want to tell you my journey about it and how I got to it. For example, I've actually restarted playing on March 30th because I got scammed and no, not scammed. I got hacked and the hacker literally hacked me in my face. And they were like, "Oh, loser, imagine like having not a strong password." And I cried so much. So there I was like, "You know what? I'm going to actually just start on like a series where I just start over." But I never managed to get to that. So I've actually started on March 30th and now it is currently the 4th of July. Um, so yeah. So I'm going to just show you guys my inventory quickly of what I've currently got after starting over for like almost 3 months. So, my stickers, I got a lot of stickers, which I just transferred from my main because I only had stickers on my main left. Then I have very little toys, not many cars to be honest. I've just random foods, two strollers because I just don't use them. And then I have a selection of pet wear. If you guys want to offer for anything, let me know in the comments. And now for the biggest one of all, the pets. I am not good, okay? Like my pet's not that good. Like as you can see. However, my randoms are quite decent, such as the mini schnauzer, the inmate capuchin, Pomeranians, pufferfish, roadrunners, snowball pets, um, wolfworms, zombie wolves, things like so. They're quite decent randoms, and even having decent randoms means a lot to me. And I feel like in 3 months, there are a lot of people who don't even get close to this stage, and then there's some people who literally skyrocket in value and get like frost dragons in 3 months. But everyone has their own path to growing their inventory. That's the thing. I would never rush anyone into getting rich because it takes time. Like if you want to get really good at something, it takes time. For example, like football, it takes like months for you to actually get everything right, the movements right, the positions right, everything like that. So it does take a lot of time to actually get rich and get into this habit. And I am going to say that I have taken weekends off sometimes because sometimes it's so stressful and I get so annoyed when I grind, like I generally have no motivation. So, yeah, my channel is mostly about things like so, and I don't want to get to the wrong audience. I don't post any Roblox video, I mostly just post Adopt Me videos. So, if you're interested in Adopt Me, well, feel free to join and welcome to my Swells army. So, yeah, you're officially a Swell. So this is my profile that I have on Adopt Me, and I have these pets that I'm looking for. Actually, I'm not looking for the quokka or the happy duckling anymore, but I'm looking for any of these, and I'm not actually going to overpay because I don't see the point. I'm going to do a fair trade, but that's it. And then I have these pets that people can choose from for looking fors. I've had people who chose and actually listened to the thing where it said pick for looking for, but then I've had many people who just traded me out of nowhere and just offer like. And then in my bio here, I am one of the few people who actually do take hard to trade pets. However, I only take them if it's a huge overpay. And the one thing I also really like to do is trade my really bad megas for okay randoms, such as like Kaiju Juniors, um, Ranger Beavers, Ligers, all sorts of things like so, okay? Just like randoms that are quite cute, like even pudding cats, sweetheart rats, leopard cats. I don't care if it's an underpay. If the random is cute, I will take it. So, yes, and with the hard to trade bit, it depends on what hard to trade pet it is. Because I also have to like it. If I don't like that pet and it's hard to trade, it's even worse. For example, I had a Mega Neon Tealwood monster and I loved it so much, even though it was a hard to trade. Let me just show you the trades that I've actually done. So, I did this trade for Neon Dango Penguins, and I honestly loved this trade so much. I don't know how, but I loved it so much. And I kind of felt sad to leave my Tealwood monster. I feel like it's going to rise, but we'll have to see. Next, I traded a Mega Neon Rainbow Trout and a Mega Neon River Otter for Neon Binturong and two regular ones and a Bready necklace. I honestly find this so good because these two are quite okay randoms. People like Binturongs, and the Bready necklace is quite a good pet wear to have. So therefore, I did this. Then I did this, which was a lose by like about 0.20 something, 0.30 something on Everbread, but I was fine with it because I already have my regular Binturong, so I didn't have a problem with getting other randoms. But I did love the mini Schnauzer and the zombie wolf. And then after this, I actually did the Dango's Penguins for a candy corn simply because I did not get many offers for the Neon Dango Penguins and people were not really willing to trade for it. And then I just did these the Quokka, Happy Duckling, and a Pearl Owl for a Rice Noble pet which I need to make my Neon. So as you can see, I can trade. I'm really good at upgrading my hard to trade pets. And you might be wondering, how? How on earth do you do that? How do you physically do that? And really, it's all about using value websites and trading websites just to make sure that your trades that you're getting, you're happy with, okay? That's the one thing that matters the most. Value, but then it's also demand and how happy you are with the trade. For example, for the for the this trade with the rainbow trout and the river otter, I liked it because the rainbow trout is really low tier and not many people are looking for it at the moment. However, once like it will leave, the bots will kind of stop grinding it, but either way. And the river otter is quite a cute pet. So therefore I quite literally mixed a really hard to trade pet with an easier to trade pet. So I could get the neon binturong and the regular ones and the bready necklace, which all equal quite okay demand overall. And I would say these four things are way better demand than these two things combined. So therefore, I was actually happy with giving these pets away, and I did not feel sad during it because I really liked this entire trade. So therefore, I did it. Same with this. I traded for hard to trade pets. Corgi is hard to trade. Black Kite can be hard to trade. Frozen Penguin is definitely hard to trade, and Clementine Owl is quite in the middle. However, I really like the mini Schnauzer. I really like the zombie wolf. I loved the Mr. Whisker Pips, and I loved the innate capuchin monkey and the brown chested peasant. I loved all of these, so therefore I did this. Even though it was a small loose, I did it because I was happy and the randoms were quite good in general anyway. So therefore I did this trade. That is literally all that matters. Like, that is exactly how I upgrade my hard to trades. I look on Elverbread mostly, because I feel like on Elverbread there's better offers, but obviously AMVGG is based off of demand and Elverbread off of values, so therefore you have to kind of combine those things together so you can actually grow your inventory and make, like, more pets. So yes, like currently my randoms are actually quite good. Let me just put those in there. So, my candy corners are good. My Diamond Amazon is hard to trade, however, I will upgrade it, and if I do, I'll show you. These binturongs, really cute. The Chocolate Dutch Guinea Pig has always been one of my favorites, it's adorable. Then I have the Golden Jaguar, which I love. I really want a mega one, it's my dream pet, I swear. Then I have the Mini Schnauzer and the Mr. Whisker Pips. I have the Pufferfish, which is an exotic, and that's even better. And then I have the Roadrunner, which I haven't seen many people have, so therefore I reckon is quite rare to find. And then I have my Snowball Pets, which I love. Then my Zombie Wolves, my Great Pyrenees, Moon Rabbits, Ranger Beavers, Rhinos, Drakes, things like so. These and dugongs, things like so. Okay, even having good randoms will help grow your inventory, because if someone's looking for if someone's giving you something you're looking for, they can actually pick out of those really cute randoms rather than picking on your best pets or like your worst pets. So therefore, I would suggest doing underpays that have cute pets but lower value, because cute pets will always win over any good value pet. And I'm being so for real right now, because if I were to put my mini Schnauzer for I don't know, for example, this Mega B, I feel like the person, this is just a theoretical thing because I don't think anyone would actually do this, but if I were to put the mini Schnauzer compared to, say, a Neon B, I feel like they would pick the mini Schnauzer over the Neon B, because the B is still in game and the mini Schnauzer is much cuter overall. So I've just given you my point of view in this. However, I will make a detailed video after this one. I just need to see how this one goes, and I will make a detailed video on my tips and how I grew my inventory in just 2 months to be like so. Now, you have to always take your time. If you don't take your time, you're not going to achieve it and you're not going to have any motivation. So, that leads me to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I put all my heart into this video, and please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy. Bye.